Hello teachers, my name is Noreen Killeran. You are about to participate in a workshop presentation of At Last, a Reading Method for Every Child. This workshop is also my first introduction to the Pecci method. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the author of the book and workshop presenter, Mary Pecci.
Hello teachers, and welcome to the workshop. We're going to proceed as follows. First, we're going to go right from beginning reading and work all the way through to independent reading. The key to the method is teach only the reliable facts. Now, what happens when the sound of A is taught this way? We tell our students that A has the sound of A, as in the word cat. Then later on, we tell them that A has the sound of aw, as in the word want. Then further on, we tell them that A has the sound of ah, as in the word father. And then further on down the road, we tell them that A also says ah, as in the word away. Now what happens when they see an A? They are totally confused. However, what would happen if we taught only one sound for each symbol? 1. You would get an immediate response because they only know one sound. And 2, it would cover about 90% of the information that they need to read. And this is your key factor. When they have got 90% of the information they need, they can easily figure out the exceptions on their own. But when the teacher tries to teach that small 10% of exceptions, it just confuses the total 100% of words. Therefore, teach only the reliable facts. Very good. Let's build up some momentum and let's begin. The first skill is the alphabet. The key to teaching letter recognition is to teach sequence first, because when a student cannot recall a letter name, he can simply count down the alphabet and find it himself. For example, if he cannot recall the letter E, you will say, find it yourself. And the student will say, is it an A, B, C, D, E? Yes, it's an E. Materials needed. 1, you will need an alphabet chart. You will need 2 sets of alphabet cards. The set 1 cards has the capital letter and the small letter on the same side. Set 2 cards has the capital letter on one side and the small letter on the other side. Number 3, you will need a desk alphabet strips. Tape one of these strips on each student's desk for quick and easy reference. And as we go along, you will note that your students will be able to quickly flash up and down this strip to find the answers. And 4, you will need pencils, paper, crayons. You want your class to be totally involved in the learning process. Now, procedure. And you may follow along as I go through the procedure. First of all, you're going to explain to your class that this is called the alphabet and that there are 2 kinds of letters. There are capital letters and there are small letters. Then you proceed as follows. 1, point to each letter slowly and carefully as you recite the letter name and have your class repeat the letter name after you. Now, if you will recite with me, if you will take the place of the class, then you can experience what your class will be experiencing. First you hear and then you say. All right, let's try that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Now be sure that first you say it and then they repeat it. Don't let them get ahead of you. N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Of course, go at the pace of your class. W, X, Y, Z. All right, number 2. You're going to sing the alphabet to your class as you point to each letter. And it will sound something like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Avoid L, M, N, and P. Be sure you make it clear and distinct. L, M, N, O, P. Q, R, S, T, U, V. When you pause, it eases recognition. W, it eases memory. W, X, Y, Z. Avoid X and Y and Z. Be sure it's very clear. Now, number 3, have your whole class sing the alphabet with you. And if you will all sing together, the video viewers with Noreen, let's try the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Very good. Now, when your class can recite the alphabet with ease, you're going to take the set 1 cards and you're going to flash these as they recite the alphabet. This will reinforce the sequence, and it will also focus attention on one letter at a time. Now, if you will recite with the cards with Noreen, you will put yourself in your class's place and experience this. Everyone, let's go.
A,
Good.
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P,
Be sure they stay with the cards.
Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Now, when you feel your class is ready, a few days later or whenever, you're going to take the set 2 cards and take out the first 5 cards only. If you have a very, very slow class, take out only the first 3 cards. And you're going to shuffle these cards thoroughly. All right? Now, you're going to flash these cards to your class as each child recites a letter in turn. When a student cannot recall a letter name, you will say, "Find it yourself," and they will count down the alphabet as you point until they get to the correct letter. When they get to the correct letter, they will say, "Yes, it's whatever the letter is." Now, let's try that.
C,
Find it yourself. Is it?
A, B, C, D. Yes, it's D.
Very good.
E, A.
Find it yourself.
Is it A, B? Yes, it's B.
Very good. Now, be sure that you alternate between the capital letters and small letters, and emphasize small letters because reading is mainly in lowercase letters. All right, we're going to shuffle these thoroughly.
E, A.
Find it yourself.
Is it A, B, C, D?
Now, does that go the same way?
Yes, it's D.
Very good.
C,
Find it yourself.
is it A, B? Yes, it's B.
Very good. Now, when your class masters these first 5 letters, then you're going to add a few more letters in and shuffle them. If you have a very, very slow class, add just 1 or 2 letters. If you have a very fast class, add 5 or 6 letters, add them into here, shuffle them, and proceed as before. Have each child recite a letter in turn. I should say a child or adult, because many bilingual adults have to learn the alphabet also. And when they cannot recall the letter, have them find it themselves. Then you keep adding letters in and proceeding as before until all of the cards have been introduced. Now, when you get to the second half of the alphabet, have the students count down from the letter O rather than going all the way back from letter A. For example, if they cannot recall the letter R, they would begin counting from O. Is it an O, P, Q, R? Yes, it's an R. This brings us to reinforcement.